What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. So we got some big changes here for the Social Security Administration and for recipients that have been announced here that I'm going to give you guys here the information here in this video. Also, we have everybody on Social Security set to be receiving, which is kind of scary, a $18,000 reduction to their Social Security benefits. And I will let you see and hear the information here, and I'll let you see it directly for yourselves. This is some scary stuff, literally a head scratcher. So I'll let you see here the information on that. And this is because of a new law, and some things are going to have to be changed here. So I'll let you see the information on that here as well in this video. So we're gonna jump right in here as we are live right now here on the YouTube It's Jimmy Show. Let me know if you can see and hear me. Type yes in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from. You can let me know your city, state, or even your country, as we have people tuning in here from all around the globe. Don't forget to hit that like button for me here, and if you haven't yet, subscribe down below so you don't miss out on future videos and help me reach 500,000 subscribers. You guys are amazing. All right, take a look here at our first change here. Okay, so there's been a lot of changes going on in Social Security, and literally changes here by the week almost. Social Security retreats from plans to eliminate paper checks for beneficiaries. This is a sigh of relief for the people that do still get paper checks here. The Social Security Administration said it will continue issuing paper checks to the retirement program's beneficiaries, backing away from a previously announced plan to switch all payments to electronic deposits after September 30th, which really isn't that far away. So this is a change that they're going back on. They had originally announced that they were switching all changes to electronic deposits, and now they're going to say they will continue issuing paper checks to those people who wish to continue to receive them. The Social Security Administration told CBS Money Watch it will continue issuing paper checks for beneficiaries, including recipients of retirement and disability benefits, which is underneath the Social Security umbrella, and who have no other means of getting payments. But the program will emphasize the advantage of electronic transfers to its almost 70 million beneficiaries in an effort to encourage check recipients to switch to electronic deposits. This is for several reasons. Number one, it's cheaper for Social Securities to send out electronic deposits. They just send them electronically. They don't have to mail them. They don't have to pay for stamps. They don't have to pay for paper checks. Two, it's safer. Checks can't get lost in the mail, and there's no fraud per se of all that stuff. You know, people forging checks and people stealing your checks, and oh, my check got lost in the mail, or oh, my dog ate my check, all of those things. And this is why, if you see here, President Donald Trump earlier actually is getting rid of paper checks as well for the whole federal government. Although the Social Security Administration is kind of rescinding that, at least for the time being. But you can see this executive order. President Donald Trump signed an executive order to modernize how the government handles money, switching from old-fashioned paper-based payments to fast, secure electronic payments. The executive order mandates, effective September 30th, that the federal government will cease issuing paper checks for all disbursements, including intra-governmental payments, benefits, vendor payments, and tax refunds. Although they have now made the rescission that they will continue it for some Social Security beneficiaries, although they have admit they're not as secure and they cost more money to do. But you can see even the federal government is basically getting rid of all paper checks. So you better get with the program, because this is not going to last long. They're literally getting rid of paper checks. So send this out to us, share this video on social media, because this is big news. And a lot of people need to know this because they're getting rid of paper checks even for tax refunds. And I believe that they're getting rid of, they're not even receiving paper checks. Let me see here. Yeah. So the federal government will stop issuing and accepting paper checks starting September 30th. This includes tax refunds, Social Security benefits, and payments to vendors. So they're going to stop accepting paper checks as well, which includes the IRS and payments to the government. Yeah. Now listen to these other changes that the Trump press secretary announced regarding Social Security.
President Trump, is absolutely certain about protecting Social Security benefits for law-abiding, tax-paying American citizens and seniors who have paid into this program. On the topic of Social Security, I have some news before I let you all go. Later this afternoon, the president will be signing a presidential memorandum aimed at stopping illegal aliens and other ineligible people from obtaining Social Security Act benefits. The memorandum will direct the administration to ensure ineligible aliens are not receiving funds from the Social Security Act programs. It will expand the Social Security Administration's fraud prosecutor program to at least 50 U.S. attorney offices and establishes a Medicare and Medicaid fraud prosecution program in 15 U.S. attorney offices. The memorandum will also require the Social Security Administration Inspector General to investigate earning reports for individuals aged 100 or older with mismatched Social Security records to combat identity theft. And the memorandum will direct the Social Security Administration to consider whether to reinstate the use of civil monetary penalties against individuals who engage in Social Security fraud, an effort that has been paused for several years. These taxpayer-funded benefits should be only for eligible taxpayers. And President Biden should think about what he did in his last term, which is allow tens of millions of illegal people into our country, many of whom were fraudulently receiving these benefits.
Now, in addition to the Social Security administration, along with the commissioner, announced major changes to modernize the agency, saying, quote, "Our vision is centered on providing outstanding service that works for everyone we serve, whether they call or walk into a field office or choose to manage their benefits online. We are investing in technology to build frontline capacity and using real-time data to monitor performance across the board. We are delivering higher levels of customer service, and this will continue," as they send approximately 69 million payments each month. And the Social Security Administration has been undergoing a period of restructuring, with thousands of employees no longer working for the agency due to DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, basically firing them. In addition to its announcement, Social Security has said it had implemented new telephone technology on the National 800 number in its field offices. SSA stated that it's resulted in improved service to the American people. Specifically, the SSA in handling more calls with faster response time. Last week, the agency handled nearly 1.3 million calls on the National 800 number, which was 70% more than the same week last year. Wow. So a lot of people might be calling, wondering what's going on because of all these changes or worrying about their benefits. The average speed of answer also dropped to 6 minutes from an average of 30 minutes last year. Field office wait times are down also, they say. While the average wait time was 30 minutes last year, Americans are now waiting only 23 minutes. The agency also eliminated its long-standing scheduled downtime of 29 hours a week for the My Social Security portal. In the first week alone, SSA said 125,000 more customers were able to access their online accounts. Despite these improvements, experts have sounded the alarm on the tech upgrades while the SSA faces a funding crisis. I'll get to that here in a second. This monetization is happening while Social Security faces its worst funding crisis in decade. Quote, think about this. The agency is investing millions in new technology while knowing it might only be able to pay 83 cents on the dollar in less than 10 years. It's like renovating the kitchen while the house is on fire. The disability backlog has also decreased to 940,000 pending cases, down from 1.2 million cases last year. Also, I wanted to say briefly, if you're looking to save money or get money back in your Social Security check, you should check out Chapter Medicare here. We've had a lot of people say, thank you, Jimmy, for turning them on to this. Chapter Medicare can scan through all the Medicare and Medicare Advantage services that are out there and has been able to get to people on average a savings of over $1,100 because they can scan through all the different services that are out there, and they have absolutely great customer service. It's completely free to use Chapter Medicare, and on average, they save the average person $1,100 with Chapter Medicare, and they are absolutely great, and they're very personable, and you should definitely check them out if you're looking for Medicare or you're already on Medicare, because they could save you a lot of money. So I'll put a phone number here on the screen or a pinned comment link down below. You can click that and just see if they have better service or a better company for you. So click that link or call them now. Social Security recipients set to face an $18,000 benefit cut in just 7 years. That's right. So take a look here. Retirees are facing the prospect of substantial Social Security cuts in just 7 years, sooner than projected, due to, you can see here, the big beautiful bill, per an analysis out Thursday from the Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget. Why it matters: if policymakers don't stop this from happening, it would at least double the poverty rate of America's seniors per several estimates. The new analysis projects a 24% cut to benefits by late 2032. That's equal to an $18,000 annual benefit cut for a dual earning couple who both retire in 2033. Wow. They might also experience reduced health care access per the analysis due to an 11% cut in Medicare hospital payments. Yikes. The percentages would also grow over time as the population ages and fewer younger Americans are paying into the system, and I assume more baby boomers are retiring. The trust fund is effectively the money the federal government takes in for Social Security, and for decades the system took in more in taxes than it paid out, and the Treasury Department then invested the surplus. But in 2021, it started tapping reserves to keep paying benefits. Once the reserves are depleted and all the money is basically gone, benefits would be pay as you go, paying out only the money that comes in from the younger people would be paid out immediately to the people that are retired. The trust fund would be depleted in the 2030, has long been known that it would be depleted sometime in the 2030s. Zoom in, the tax cuts in the big beautiful bill and the increase in the deduction for seniors specifically would reduce Social Security's income tax revenue and speed up the depletion by about a year per the consumer, what is that here? That is the Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget. So there you go, we have it. I was wondering about this, whether that money came out of the $6,000 senior boost per person, if that just came out of the general revenue, general fund, or if that comes out of Social Security. And it does look like it comes out of the Social Security fund. So that is going to hurt Social Security, unfortunately. So less taxes of Social Security means less money going into Social Security. Yeah. So please share this video with anybody who needs to hear this, or share this video on social media so more people can get this information. And don't forget to subscribe down below. I will keep you up to date here with this and everything else you need to know about. And click the bell icon and help me reach 500,000 subscribers. Click here to see a new ruling that will affect millions of Americans' credit reports. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the